Hi, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to Zeitgeist, the Gears of Revolution, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. I don't have my music on, but I am your Dungeon Master, Redbeard.
Rude.
How's everybody doing tonight?
All right.
Ready for a chill downtime sesh?
I've had a sore throat for like 3 weeks.
I'm currently functioning on 3 ibuprofen, 2 Dayquil, and a cough drop. Let's go.
Everything's fine. What? Everything's fine.
Yeah.
My cat's been sick for weeks, and I've been sleeping on the couch.
Some chill piano tonight.
Sam, why would you do that?
On the plus side,
sometimes you have to teach a woman a lesson, Philip.
Thanks for making my sacrifice of legitimately giving you the better night's sleep into you being a dick.
Yeah, it's what
because he
comedy
loves
is.
you.
I'm not dying.
Yay!
Everyone's dying, James. You're not special.
No,
Anyway.
actually, I am actively getting younger.
Wow.
Yes. Oh, right. The gay agenda.
Yes, but I started physical therapy later and finished it sooner than James. Therefore, I win.
Sounds like
That's true. Physical therapy is speed running.
Yep.
I thought you only could do speedrunning after you finished the physical therapy.
It sounds more like your injury was you being a little bitch and not actually a problem.
Chris, start saying names before we start actually getting.
I will have you know, clicky shoulder is a true diagnosis.
I've got clicky everything, you little baby.
Yeah, and whose fault is that?
Chris,
Sounds like you're weak. for
Hey, what's
getting
up,
that.
Phil?
Why don't we start saying names? And then
Oh,
Carter will
why?
give
This
us
is
an
more fun.
interesting
Oh,
fact.
Why don't you tell me that on a trampoline?
I will.
James is here playing Ilferi.
Yar! I ain't some little bitch that says I have a shoulder problem, goes PT 3 times.
Jeez. Not
I
a
love you, Sam.
competition.
Damn.
You met James?
Sam is playing Jack.
Sam started it, by the way.
So I started celebrating spooky season in September because October goes by too fast. So today I'm recommending the family-friendly horror film, The Hole. Kids find a hole in the backyard, and what's in the hole is what you're afraid of. It actually is kind of a heartwarming and interesting story about psychological horrors and the demons that drag us down.
It's so much better than it has any right to be.
Yeah.
Family friendly
sounds
and
pretty
horror
cool,
are
actually.
definitely not really like 2 words you get to put together very well.
It's so good.
I didn't realize I needed a movie where a 12-year-old boy confronts his conception of his abusive father. But God, it's good.
Does he
Caddyshack, the
murder it with
19th
gasoline
hole.
and a Molotov
No,
cocktail?
Philip, he learns to rise above it in a beautiful way, metaphor.
The hole
I
in the
think you
ground.
can do both. Molotov
Sam-
cocktails make for a great metaphor.
Hey
The
Sam,
whole
have you played
2001?
Papo? Have you played Papo and Yo?
No, but I heard good things.
You should play Papo and Yo.
Oh man.
Which one is it, Sam?
The Hole, I think it was called.
Is it
Carter, why you gotta
2001
bring down the mood?
Yeah, like around there.
or 2009?
Papo and Yo is
I
really
think it was like
good.
2001.
Let me
I
find it.
remember what
Four
it did to
teenagers
me.
at a British private school secretly uncover and
No.
exploit the depths of a sealed underground hole.
No,
After moving to a new neighborhood, brothers Dane and Lucas.
Yup.
That one.
It's that one.
Cool. I think it's my cue.
You gotta move to a new neighborhood to
It's a
start a
good little
horror
movie.
film.
Yeah, 2009.
Anyway, Catherine's here playing Mina.
Hi.
Carter's here playing Goku.
Oh, that's good.
Everyone's been picking it up. People are saying it's goatee material. So, I finally got it. That's right. I picked up COVID. And frankly, 0 out of 10. I don't know what all the hype is about. GameCube.
I think
I can't see
also
what
heard
that
GameCube.
is. I
That's
can't,
Baldur's Gate 3. I can recognize it from the 4 pixels.
that's
I
not on.
mean,
That's not on the GameCube.
I wish it was on the GameCube.
God, that
I
would be
play it on the
amazing.
GameCube.
I think I've gotten sick 6 times since the Panini started. Never once has it been COVID.
I did watch a lot of anime while I had COVID because thanks to my very well-meaning mother, I own this hat.
I cannot read what
Was
that
that
hat
demon?
is.
Yeah,
I'm offended. I knew that was Demon Slayer from the 4 pixels.
What she didn't know was that I hadn't watched Demon Slayer. I have
Well, now you have to watch it because you have the hat.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. I have watched it now because I had the hat.
I've heard it's pretty good.
Carter, I just thought of a game for KrakenQuest. We'll talk later.
It's very pretty. It's honestly worth a watch just for the animation alone.
It's got great Sakuga.
Which is about the only thing in it that's really worth watching, but it's worth a watch for that alone.
I get that.
But in terms of actually like really good anime, Blue Period is a short little slice of life about a kid about high school kid trying to apply to art college, and it's really good.
Blue Period is probably in my top 5 animes of all time, and that shouldn't surprise Carter at all.
Does not. No, if you told me you hadn't watched it, I was going to tell you to stop playing this game and go watch it.
It is. I don't think you can call it a spoiler, but the way it treats the LGBTQ like material in the show is very fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
It's
interesting.
It is both sad and real in a weirdly unique way, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will move off.
Man, we should start a TV and movie recommendation podcast.
I've been watching
Redbeard, segue.
Really good.
Oh, I mean, Bill is here playing Aloysia.
Y'all ever just think about Rome?
Yeah,
No,
every
not
day.
really.
Probably every day. Yeah, I think I'd say every day.
I did the math approximately once every 6 days.
I mean, at the very least, I've started thinking about it every day since that meme started.
I mean, I think about it pretty often, but that's because I think about theology, and I've been playing Rome Total War again.
I don't know what meme you were talking about. I was just I've read a lot of like really cheap sci-fi, and there's always space Rome.
There's been this trend of girlfriends ask your boyfriend how often they think about ancient Rome. And the fact that most of them are like, gee, I don't know, not that often, probably like 2 or 3 times a day. And they're just like, what? I have not thought about the Roman Empire since high school.
Listen, just because we also want to be destroyed by Goths doesn't mean we're crazy.
Between like 3 different YouTube channels / podcasts I follow and the fantasy writing and setting guide I've been working on, Rome pops up a lot.
My favorite twist on that meme was like, what's the gay equivalent of Rome? Oh, it's just Greece.
Yeah.
Greece the musical or Greece the ancient civilization?
I heard
honestly,
the
it could be both.
Yeah.
I heard the girl equivalent was murder.
Yeah. There's been a few girl equivalents, but I kind of...
Have you not seen how many true crime podcasts there are out there?
Yeah, but it's not just that, because it's like your murder, someone else's murder. Just,
murderers.
I kind of have to agree.
Girl murder. Girl murder.
Oh no, I at some point had to ask Darby to stop watching so much murder around me because I couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
White women fucking love murder. It's
if white people don't have culture, explain. Yeah.
True crime.
Yeah.
Yep.
If white people don't have culture, explain raisins and chicken salad.
No.
Raisins and chicken salad. I don't think.
No, here's the thing.
Philip,
I
you
like
haven't
raisins,
said
even
anything
I
how-
don't put raisins in
I
chicken
think
salad.
I've had grapes and chicken salad.
I can do grapes and chicken salad. Grapes and chicken
I don't
salad's
eat
fine.
cold food.
You don't eat a lot of things.
Yeah, Philip, you don't
I
eat
eat a lot of
food.
things.
He
You don't
named
eat
several
food.
things. Oh yeah, he does have a cook for a roommate now.
That's true.
Yeah.
Just like cold food,
No.
cooked fruit.
Yogurt and sushi are the only exceptions we have found to the cold food rule, and dessert is not a food.
Mm.
Okay.
I mean, you're
That's
wrong.
surprising
but,
coming from you.
I mean, I
okay.
probably don't eat many cold foods other than those two.
I'll do
that
tuna.
aren't desserts.
Like
Salad?
tuna and crackers.
Yeah, tuna
No,
salad.
why would I want a salad?
I like salad.
Why would I want a cold
I mean,
sandwich?
I also do
Why would I want
smoothies, like,
Okay,
all the
yeah,
time.
I wasn't counting
Honestly,
salad,
a lot of like the pasta salad, like X
pasta
salad
salad.
that comes in a casserole dish is because it's latent with mayo, and I'm just not there for that.
I don't do much mayo in my pasta salad. I often do pasta salad no mayo. So.
Man, we should start a cooking podcast.
We should.
We've talked about doing a cooking stream.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we used to have the joke, Kraken Cake Baking.
Kraken Cake Baking. Yeah.
Kraken Cake is a good name.
Bud.
Yeah, that's why it's my Twitter handle.
Yep.
Anyway, who wants to play some
right.
Dungeons and Dragons? I think I
Yeah.
I mean, like, I've been playing it for several weeks in Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
So-
Yeah, except you can't throw potions here.
God, honestly, fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah, but we did bonus action potions before Baldur's Gate, so ha.
That's true.
Here's the thing. We are in a downtime session. We're barely playing D&D.
I would argue this is peak D&D. Like, these are my favorite episodes.
This is peak.
Oh, I
and-
love these.
Yeah.
This is peak and. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, we had our
perfect
dragon, we had our dungeon.
I
Time for
was
the end.
so pissed.
Honestly, it explains why D&D is so obsessed with just the ampersand as their symbol.
Mm.
It's true.
They do
Even though the
usually
ampersand
turn that
does look
into
like
a
a dragon.
though.
Yeah, it like the illusion of a dragon, but it's
That's
not
'cause-
actually there.
That's because everything is secretly dragons.
Yeah. As we've learned, even capitalists. secretly
Especially the
dragons.
mimics.
Yeah, in
The mimics
old
are
school
actually
D&D,
dragons.
all dragons could polymorph.
Yeah.
So just everything is
oh.
all all
Which,
the
by
time.
the way, this
Your
isn't-
cup, dragons.
This isn't
Your
really
bed,
a spoiler
dragons.
yet.
Your sword, dragons. You
Um,
also a dragon.
I've been
I
playing
am.
Baldur's Gate quite a bit. I've yet to find a mimic, and I'm pissed.
All right. So we wrapped up our last chapter, which was the revelations from the mouth of a madman.
hmm
Play bass for them.
I mean, yeah.
It was a hefty chapter. I'm pretty sure that was our longest one. If
Mhm.
not in sessions, then definitely in real time.
IRL. Yeah.
I mean, it was like 8 months real time, right?
No, it was over a year.
No, dude, it was
Yeah.
like 2 years.
It was like since last April.
We've
Yeah.
only been playing for 3 years, so it was definitely not 2 years.
We
James, it
started
was 4
late
years.
2019.
Huh?
We started playing this game late 2019.
Yeah,
So it's coming up on 4 years.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
And the-
James
No,
fades
well,
into
we
dust.
need more sessions.
Look, I got Wednesdays open.
I do not.
I have a child.
I have a cat that won't stay out of the fucking vet.
I have a job.
Instead of free time, I have a child.
Yeah.
Wednesday's just the only day I'm not playing D&D.
Hey, Philip, do you want to come play my D&D game on Wednesdays?
Yes.
So we did learn quite a few things in this last chapter. It wasn't fully focused on, I mean, your kind of rivalry with Liagier came to a head.
That's a word for it.
But
Came to her head.
yeah,
Hey!
it was kind of outside of the scope of the wider conspiracy, but it did introduce you to the world, and you know, we got to do some stuff in Bear for a little bit, which doesn't seem like most of you enjoyed, but
I haven't really missed that. Serious question. Ranking places y'all have been, which ones have y'all liked?
Resura is nice.
Dracker was fun.
Okay.
Yeah, Dracker was alright.
Oh yeah, the
Uh,
train
we-
right through Dracker.
We didn't do much in Chrysalir.
Yeah.
In like Chrysalir proper. Like we spent
Yeah.
most of our time in Chrysalir either in a hell dimension or in a different hell dimension.
Let me just say,
So
Okay.
Or dead.
Mina,
Don't forget.
Mina still liked the hell dimension more
yeah.
than visiting the place where her mother died.
You did find
Yeah.
out a good bit about Chrysalir and their
Yeah.
origin there.
yeah,
It's pretty-
but we didn't actually like
Oh,
spend
yeah.
any time
you pretty
in,
much got there, crashed
in
the
actual
meeting,
Chrysalir.
Mm,
and got the fuck out.
Yeah.
The meeting with the demon, so good.
It's like we didn't like Danor, but we have some like you know,
Trauma.
we didn't like Danor.
What's wrong with Danor?
The Malice Lands were all right, honestly, not too
Yeah.
bad.
Honestly,
beasts.
hold on. Probably one of the best places we've been because there's no fucking government.
Yeah.
Bunch of
Anyway,
anarchists.
we also learned that
Island was
James
okay.
is
Axis Island's all right.
we also learned that Chris is a filthy liar.
Huh?
No dragons, my ass.
The last of the dragons was supposedly slain.
You guys, you knew as soon as you heard the word supposedly, they were gonna be dragons
Yeah.
around.
I knew the moment they mentioned dragons and being dead that there was going to be dragons.
I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting a dragon. I was not expecting more than 2.
To be
More
fair,
than 2. There was only 2.
we've only
We
seen,
saw
we're only aware
Pendleton
of
claims to be one,
Right.
and the other one he claimed was his youngest daughter. There has to be another to be the youngest.
Not true. It could be the youngest and the oldest because there's only one.
Or also,
No. Hold on. I have a
You
reason
see
for
that's
that.
the one
He
that's
could have
left.
been trying to intimidate us by saying, "This is but my youngest, and she'll even kill you." When he only has one, because he really cherishes that daughter a lot.
or all of his older children could be dead.
Yes,
That too.
exactly.
They also
Because
literally
we
put-
know that he's really old. He could have had children before the slaying of all the dragons,
That's a
and
fair
then
point.
they were all killed.
They also
I'm getting
literally
tired
put
of this
this
conversation.
dragon
At that
on the
point, though, I
player's
feel
guide.
like you refer to them as your last child, not youngest child.
No, because then that gives us way too much incentive to kill that one too.
No. Until proven otherwise, there are more than 2 dragons.
I mean, there very well could be. I'm just saying we don't
Yeah.
have evidence for that.
Yeah.
But we
I
did.
got a cursed egg.
You did get a cursed egg.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
At the end of
Cursed-
the session,
At the very
it fell,
end.
it fell
Cursed
out of
golden egg.
Tinker Oddcog's pocket. Sorry, the robot of Tinker Oddcog's pocket, and I picked it up, and it's great.
Yeah, you love it.
It's so cool.
You love egg.
I love egg.
James,
like
can you
Joanna.
please make up just start bringing an egg,
I think I made the
like
for
the high school parenting project where you have an egg as a
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
Can you turn into a monitor lizard and carry the egg around in your mouth? Because
I
I've
think
seen
it
the
might be
rescuers
too
down
high
under
Yeah.
a lot.
Joanna.
Yeah, so that is the gold mine urn. I think you brought it up with Tinker, and he mentioned that he used to have it, and probably I think said something to the effect of that he used to think it was important and doesn't care too much right now that you have it.
Oh, gold mine urn. When you had said it last time, I thought you said god mine urn, and I was like,
Oh,
oh, that's
Wait,
cool.
is the gold mined urn the
It
egg?
is God
Yeah.
mind.
Okay.
It looks like an egg to me because I picked it up, and I'm the owner.
Okay. Gotcha.
It says at the very beginning, did it change shapes when you picked it up? You think maybe it looked different when the gnome
Do
possessed
we
it, but
see
no
it
matter.
as an egg?
Yes.
Okay.
It looks perfect now, just like I would want. Just a fucking egg.
So is it over hard, over medium?
No, it's like the constellation of an egg.
Soft boiled.
It's got little star constellation motifs like
Neat.
etched on it.
It's
Okay.
kind of like a Fabergé egg.
Yeah.
So it looks like the
Oh no!
I was just waiting for you to finish reading.
I read further.
What else does it say, James?
Well, ownership of the urn slowly drives you insane.
Neat.
And as you are drawn closer to your domain, you develop delusions and withdraw from the rest of the world. Adventurers not role-played as slowly going crazy have managed to shake free of the urn's influence and can no longer use it. Oh, so if I... a spirit medium can communicate with the urn without needing to go crazy. I can control unattended inanimate objects and non-hostile creatures with intelligence 2 or less that are related to my domain as long as I am huge or smaller.
Yeah. Which you are.
Does that mean like elements? Like fire and wind and stuff?
Well, it almost makes me wonder if it's supposed
That
to
makes
be a
sense.
cleric only item.
That's fine.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well, I mean, so Tinker had it before. This is what enabled him to talk to machines and control them, which was
Great.
something that you guys saw in the news reports about him.
Yeah, but it sounds like maybe he was just controlling them and they weren't actually talking to them because he was going crazy.
Well, he was getting whispers of whispers telling you what occurs related to your domain throughout the world.
Yes.
Well, it also says choose the type of creature, object, or action you are most interested in, such as death, fae, guns, machines, music, revenge, ships, snakes, or writing. This becomes your domain.
So his domain is egg?
No, his domain was robotics.
Right.
No, I'm talking about.
I'm asking James.
My domain is sky seeing.
Okay.
So like the stars.
Your domain, every time it mentions your domain, it's sky seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be fun. And then I mentioned on the in-character chat, I believe, or it might have been the normal chat, but you basically now have the ability to utilize Tinker in the RHC. Oh, I think it was part of the OOOOP. Is that what I called it?
OOOOC.
OOOC, yeah. The Obscurity, Abstraction, and Opposition Officer Corps.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Such a good name.
So, this is what you're able to leverage from Tinker Odgog. Technological revelations.
I have missed some of the stuff on the Discord because I was in bed for like 2 weeks.
All good. I'll catch you up now. So I kind of briefly mentioned it kind of in character. But basically how this will work is at the beginning of a new chapter, or get more accurately during downtime, when downtime starts, you'll be able to tell Tinker which of these breakthroughs you want him to work on, and then by the time that the mission starts, it will be in effect. There will be 2 checks involved to see how successful each of these is, an intelligence check and a wisdom check. And these vary in kind of effects from new technologies that you can unlock, new weapons or stuff for your ship, or battle armor.
Sorry, I just looked at the last line of the Rockets entry.
Warfare is forever
Warfare
changed.
is forever
You guys discovered rockets. You guys discovered rockets.
I mean, it's not wrong.
No, it's not. I just wasn't expecting it. We should do that.
All right, Werner von Braun.
Well, I was thinking maybe we could do the spark gap transmitter.
I guess real quick, Chris.
Yep.
Like, what is the scope of these breakthroughs? Because like for instance, electrical breakthrough.
So these are technologies that you will be developing specifically for Research and more specifically the RHC. But as with any technological breakthrough, it's only a matter of time before this will.
Right.
Others
I guess like specifically on electrical breakthrough. Electrical lights. Does that mean now, cool, Flint now has electric lamps? Or
it means now
flashlights.
We are starting the process of this being prototyped and getting into factories for mass distribution, and it's not going to immediately overnight happen, but
sure.
We are taking, there's going to be a 90-day period of time here, or a 70-ish period of time here, to kind of go through the research and prototyping, leading to you guys being able to work with those prototypes on your first mission, and then by the next year or next month, season, whatever it might be starting to be introduced into commercial use.
So at the end of a chapter, we can pursue one of them.
Yeah.
And we have 2 checks that we can make to see if it gets worked out.
Yeah, so you will have it available regardless of the check. The check will determine how effective or if there's drawbacks.
Okay.
So each of these has a failed int check and a failed wisdom check result or counter measure if you failed the check.
Gotcha. I mean, I guess we should start by figuring out which one we want, and then who's going to make the checks.
Like here, I'll give you just an example for advanced explosives. The failed int check is the poorly quality controlled ship weapons sometimes explode before they reach the target. Instead of adding +2 to the attack bonus, add +1.
Okay.
So I think that we should go for either advanced explosives, electrical breakthrough, or magic interference breakthrough.
Yeah.
Because
I forgot to put on Spark.
Yeah.
Scap requires electrical.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Spark Gap requires electrical anyway. Okay. Okay, yeah, so it's free. We have to go for one of those or for battle armor anyway. So one of those 3 would unlock something else. And those are also things that are kind of like we've kind of made as a party, we've kind of made strides towards those things, especially magic interference breakthrough and electrical breakthrough.
Yeah.
I have to run to the kitchen real quick.
I found the knives.
What's that?
A knife!
No!
That joke gets made like 4 times a day in the warehouse.
That's excessive.
It's
not when literally everyone has a box cutter.
I make that one all the time.
Yeah.
Not when you work around warehouse people.
Yeah.
You need something to pass the time, keep you safe.
Well, and you're always doing something stupid with your knife.
Yeah, you're always doing
No, I'm doing something stupid climbing up the all the shelving.
With
to get
your
boxes
knife.
off this. No. Look, I've been there 7 years and I'm still the only employee not to have some sort of accident.
Knock on wood.
No.
Okay, cool. Have fun.
I'll tempt fate all I want. Also, there's no wood around me.
That just sounds like your problem.
Yeah.
I think the only one Ilfairy likes is magical interference breakthrough because it means that we're breaking machines. Little ones, but they are breaking.
I mean, explosives also break machines.
Yeah, well, that one actually kind of confuses me. So it says anti-magic mines, but it's meant to work on machinery? Is that just because a lot of machines use small amounts of enchantment?
No. It's
the idea is it's a mechanical device. So in this world, things like stopwatches, the Fae don't like pocket watches, so they react and try to break them or what have you.
Okay.
So very precise machines or very intricate machines have a higher chance of breaking. Therefore, if you're able to leverage a machine breaking into a detector, you can then trigger something in the presence of magic or detect the presence of magic because this thing broke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pocket watches can be used as like powerful magic detector because they'll run backwards or stop or do
magic.
stuff.
Yeah, gotcha. Powerful sources of magic make fine, intricate machinery go buggy.
Right, and so this is basically making finer, more intricate machines that can detect even smaller sources of magic.
Gotcha.
So you have a magic detector, which can leverage that, and then the anti-magic mine is kind of a refined application of the mage cuffs.
Oh, okay. To
Remote
me, it sounds
detonated
like an
anti-magic field.
anti-magic EMP is what it kind of sounds like.
Basically.
I think that sounds cool, and also I hate it.
Um,
I, as a player, love it. Me, as a character, says, why would we ever need this?
Because there are people far more magical than us.
No. Means we need to take it from them. I kind of agree with her. I like electrical breakthrough. I like magical. You said electrical and magical interference, Carter?
Those are the two that kind of fit most narratively with what we've been doing as a party.
Okay. Yeah. Also,
but
lightning
advanced
guns.
explosives also fits, I think. So that one I could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
specifically
like battle armor
ships.
doesn't make sense without Zeodor here.
Also, yeah, because isn't one of the things about that we know about Denars is that they have made technological advancements when it comes to military warfare. Didn't this whole adventure basically open with them supposedly gifting a steam-powered ship? Right?
No, we made the steam-powered ship, and we were like presenting it to the world as like, look at our breakthrough.
I think that was the first one Reeser had made, but I think there were others that the other countries had.
Yeah, Reeser made a new special one that
incorporated magic.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what's special about it. It's not quite the same as the Denoran ships or the Drakkar steamships.
Gotcha. But just the idea that if Restore is still kind of in some ways lagging behind on the technological arms race, then advanced explosives might be a nice jump on that. I also just still really like the word lightning guns. What do Tinker coils do?
I'm guessing they're Tesla coils, but
yeah, I guess that as well. But so mechanically, what are they supposed to benefit?
So Tinker describes them as a portable power source, portable pylon that can electrify an area.
Okay.
If connected to a power source.
I do kind of like that because I can make my own power source through the power of nature. Call lightning.
I like electric.
Yeah.
I think we should do electric.
I'm down with electric.
Okay.
Especially because one of the custom spells I made for Koku is kind of a lightning gun.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And lightning prods that it's a lightning baton.
Yep.
Yeah, I assume it's like a cattle prod.
Yeah.
Shocking
grasp wands for everyone.
I guess I'll do the wisdom one. The wisdom check.
Okay. Let me just double check. So yeah. So we'll need 2 checks. One player can make both checks, or 2 different can each one can be made by 2 difference. A technologist has advantages on the checks, and you would have disadvantage if you don't have Tinker. But I don't think any of you is a technologist.
No,
so
Zeodor's not here.
Straight intelligence roll. So probably whoever has the best that, and straight wisdom.
I've got intelligence.
I was about to say, let's look to the local.
I am mega super duper wise. Also, I'm going to give myself a Sky Seer blessing for it.
Look,
Did you say that you have disadvantage if you don't have proficiency in Tinker's tools?
No,
if you don't have Tinker Oddcog.
Oh,
yeah. I did the same thing, Carter, and so I went, "Oh, really?" And I reread it, and then I saw the capital T.
Got it. Yeah,
I fucked up.
It's a great name.
Great.
I got a 9.
I mean, a DC 17 is tough.
It is for a flat
Uh,
check. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to use my
Oh,
Spicier's Blessing. Ability check.
Hey.
I will choose to take the 22 and not roll again.
There it is.
Okay, so you passed the wisdom and failed the int. Is there any reactions or anything?
Oh, yes, there is a reaction. Oh, it's DC 17 though. Even my Cosmic Omen couldn't get it high enough.
Okay.
No, I would have cast Enhance Ability Intelligence before he started doing that.
So that would give him advantage.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, Chris, it says, or if there remains some kinks to work out, does that imply that we could retry the checks later to get kinks out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Sam, do you want to roll with a second for advantage if James is using that spell?
Sure. I roll with advantage?
Or just
Or-
roll the
oh.
second.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled an 8.
Okay.
Ooh.
No, I mean I rolled a 4, and it adds up to 8. I did
So-
one worse than last time.
So
The 9
I still have my inspiration, and Koku has some magic specifically similar to this. So I'm going to use my inspiration to let him re-roll.
If it's a 3, this is
that
going
sounds
to be amazing.
Yeah.
And you still have the enhance ability, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it still has Enhance Ability.
I rolled an 11, so that's 15 total.
I
Was that
will
with
use.
advantage?
Oh, I'm rolling again.
you
with
still
Yeah,
have-
It's a
yeah,
re-roll.
you're
with
re-rolling.
advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled an 11, so that's a 15 total.
Okay. Will, can we just make a quick assumption that we're doing this on a wheel day
Well,
of
let's
the
check.
Cosmic Omen? All right, that's fine. Even I forgot what it says. Let me look at the actual ability. Cosmic Omen, even is I would be helping.
Okay.
Hey.
All right.
Hey.
Did we get
And
there?
now I'm going to add 1d6 to your roll.
All right, don't roll a 1.
There
Hey.
Player creep. Player creep.
We worked together. We did it.
Yeah.
Hey y'all.
Mhm.
Not to derail anything, but
Uh-huh.
our first session was September 16th. Happy 4-year anniversary, everyone!
Oh, wow.
Wow. Yeah.
I've been here the whole.
I was thinking it was November for some reason.
No, September 16th, 2019,
Wow.
y'all.
It's the
Wow.
campaign that.
I mean, it
Okay.
has an end point. We will eventually reach the end.
Yeah.
It's not like one of those 27-year campaigns that
Yeah.
We come back next week. Zeitgeist, the Gears of Revolution's campaign has been shot down over the Sea of Japan.
All right. So we succeed on the technological breakthrough or the electrical breakthrough. On both
And I helped.
checks. So can I put check mark? Can I do this?
I don't know how to.
I can do that.
I don't know how to role play as crazy about things.
So don't.
I have to, otherwise I don't get this urn.
well, I mean, you lose access to it, but someone else can still use it.
True.
We do have 2 people in the party that can use it without going crazy.
True. But it's my egg?
It is your egg.
that's right.
See, look, you already
You're
did
correct.
it.
Yeah.
You-
Just be incredibly
correct.
jealous and protective of egg and think everyone else is trying to take egg.
I
Turn into
forgot
a
about
monitor lizard. Just
Lightning prod.
scurry off with egg.
Lightning gun
Cool.
and Tinker Coil.
Where can we find these things
Yeah.
that you're talking about?
I'm making them.
Yeah. So it sounds like the Tinker Coil is what unlocks the other stuff, or is what's used in the other stuff.
I think there's more to it than those three things. Those are just the three usable things we get.
Yeah, because it also says that
wired power,
electrolytes, and spark gap transmitters are a real thing.
Okay.
They're kind of wild. Basically, when you have a spark gap, you have a little gap in a wire that a spark jumps across. It sends out an electrical pulse, and you can detect that with other detectors. It's very strange. You can.
So is it like you Morse code by, like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can make a rudimentary one if you have just a stick lighter at home, because that's a spark gap is how it lights. So you can actually make one where you click a lighter and it will send signals.
Cool.
With a lighter, you can send signals like 5 feet, but it's still neat.
Okay, so the I kind of stubbed them out. I'll add more details later, but the lightning gun and the lightning prod have the special property charged. If the target is wearing metal armor or carrying a large quantity of metal, the attacker gains a +2 bonus to attack rolls.
Okay.
After firing, the weapon is depleted and takes an action to reload by cranking a mechanism to generate sufficient charge.
Fun.
Is it like those shake flashlights?
What's the what's the base damage on a lightning gun?
A lightning gun is 2d10 and deals lightning damage.
Okay.
Oh shit!
It's a range 50, 150.
One hand or two hand?
It is a one-handed martial ranged weapon.
Holy
shit! With the reload property.
With the charged property, which is a modified reload property.
It's effectively reload, but anyone who would normally get to ignore reload doesn't get to ignore this, is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Okay.
I was checking for. I was like, can I find a way to ignore this? No, I can't.
The lightning prod is a two-handed martial melee weapon with the same size and shape of a spear. They each you can purchase for 100 gold. Otherwise, they're mundane.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of gold, what's our?
Oh, go ahead, James.
How much money did we make?
Well, you'll get a stipend in preparation for your next mission.
Oh, okay.
But and correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, because I may have read it wrong or interpreted you wrong. You also said we retroactively got a stipend because we technically missed one.
Oh,
I thought you said.
Yeah, I think I did mention that. I think I posted that in the.
Yeah, you posted that at one point, and then I think I missed it. I'm like, oh, I should have that money, and then gave myself that money.
I'll be right back.
Sure.
Man, talk a lot. Okay. 2,000 gold should have happened when you guys leveled up. After the Bruce's games were complete.
Gotcha.
I don't think I mentioned it at that time.
Sorry, what?
You should have gotten 2,000 gold when you guys last leveled up, which was after finishing the railroad.
Cool.
So if you didn't get it then, which I don't think I mentioned, you should have 2,000 for that.
The other thing, Chris, was what's the damage on these lightning prods?
The lightning prod is 2d8. It deals.
And does it have a recharge?
Yes, it has the same charged property as the gun.
Okay, thank you.
I'll add the descriptions and the damage and everything. For now, they're on the Zeitgeist items folder.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just wanted to check in case one of these, like, oh, that magic item I planned on picking up is now purchasable for 100 gold.
Yeah. And since these are martial melee and martial ranged weapons, you could find ways to get magical versions of them as well.
Enchantment?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll think about it.
The Tinker Coil, it's a little bit of a more involved thing. It'd be 1,000 gold to get one of these, and requires it to be linked to a power source. This 10-foot tall pylon hums with electrical energy. A conductive surface on the ground within 10 feet causes creatures that enter the area to complete a circuit. Any creature that enters the area or ends their turn there takes 46 lightning damage. But
okay,
once around.
Gotcha. So you use them to play tower defense.
Yeah. Not super practical, but
if we can get a magic one, like a collapsible Tinker Coil. Look, if they can collapse an entire boat, I'm sure we can find a way to collapse this.
Also, did you guys get the there was a handy haversack on Laia?
Yeah. Somebody picked it up.
Yes, what is it?
A bunch of potions.
Yeah, it had some potions in it.
And theoretically, they would need to turn it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only if you narc on us.
I don't think consumables are necessary.
I meant the handy haversack. The handy haversack. Which I believe is a rare item.
Where is it recorded with the stuff that was in it?
It was in Discord.
Yeah, we can keep the potions, but we turn in the haversack.
I don't remember. What season are we in?
We're about to be in. We are in summer. We are moving towards autumn.
Okay. Oh, how appropriate.
Summer was what we were in Bear during summer.
Yeah.
Because my birthday, my sweet 16, was at the end of spring.
Cool. Is there any other bookkeeping stuff, Chris, or what else is there? I'm curious.
I think that's it for the breakthrough stuff. The other in character thing that I posted was a response to the question that Carter had asked last session, of Tinker Oddcog.
Yeah, the Casverina stuff.
Yeah, so the basic gist of it is that Tinker tells you more about Casverina Viral, who seems to be higher up in the conspiracy. She's the one who hired Grappa and Tinker to work on Born.
Okay.
And she basically nurtured and raised the minds that were prototypes to become, or that would be put in Born.
Did she have anything to do with Colin Hunting and Linus?
Yeah, those would have been other prototype minds that could have been put into the body of Born.
Right.
He also seems to suggest that Grappa took Born's mind away when he left. So the mind that Born has right now is not his cultivated mind. He's essentially mindless.
Which would explain.
Yeah, explain some things.
Yeah. And then I think it said he's maybe, I'm trying to remember. I feel like I saw somewhere something said that Born is currently drawn to something.
Right.
To where Casverina is.
He's trying to get, he knows where Casverina is and is trying to get towards her and is slowly walking.
Baby brain Born is trying to get to mom.
Yep.
And Casverina is somewhere in Elfavare,
Or at the very least,
presumably
he's heading east.
Okay.
right, but presumably that's where Azerby took her, because we know that Azerby, Azerby was trying to, or at least shouted Kazvarina and then went off somewhere, grabbed some woman and then disappeared. Presumably that was Kazvarina, and he took her to Elfavere because they were both Eladrin.
And Born was on or in Rissor and is heading east.
I thought Vorn was in the dreaming thing.
They're parallel,
yeah.
so they have the same like land structure.
Yeah, I guess what's gonna happen, or has it happened yet? Has he gotten to the ocean yet?
Not yet. Tinker seems to have an inherent knowledge of where Born is, and
Interesting.
He can tell you that he basically is making his way down the coast of Bear right now.
Oh, okay.
There have been news reports of like they in the area acting
Pissed.
erratic.
Okay.
He also can give you more details on specifications that so he doesn't know a whole lot about why he was making what he was making, but he knows what he was told to make.
Okay.
So for example, this is in here.
I wish he would sit like this when I'm DMing.
Sorry, that should be the last time I have to step away for a minute.
Okay.
Tinker's Secrets. It's on page 6. Okay. Okay. He knows how it works. In his specifications, it was called for it to be able to lift a flat object 100 feet in diameter, weighing 43,000 tons, and hold it up with one side angled on the ground.
So 1 Delta 88.
Hold on. Say that one more time.
Its specifications called for it to be able to lift a flat object 100 feet in diameter and weighing 43,000 tons, and hold it with one side angled on the ground.
We saw those 2 circular doors that were links to another plane. How big were those?
Those were not 100 feet in diameter.
Okay.
Or 43,000 tons.
I was
86 million pounds.
It needed to be able to withstand truly extreme energy, equivalent to standing in a volcano, as well as resist kinetic injuries. It needed to be able to stabilize its own magical energies without having to rely on power from other planes. And the last refit that they made was to open a small hollow in the Colossus's chest, about big enough to hold a pumpkin.
A pumpkin?
Which, just for a size estimate.
You gotta carve a little jack-o'-lantern in there.
About the size of the Godmind urn?
No, that's
that's
a pumpkin.
teeny.
Okay.
No, I was gonna ask, how big is the lantern?
Oh, I'd say it's pumpkin
Is that about pumpkin sized?
Oh, fuck you.
And has a pipe which that could feed in some sort of liquid fuel.
Mountain Dew.
Liquid fuel. What could that be?
It also needed to be able to function underwater for extended periods at pressures only seen in the deep ocean.
You guys want to get born to go fight giant squid?
Yeah.
Tinker worked with experts in several fields to integrate the necessary components. Oh, he was particularly fascinated by the Mind Maker because the man insisted, this is Grappa, insisted the Colossus be capable of nuanced facial expressions so that it could interact and express itself.
Was that an actual specification or just what Grappa wanted?
It's something that Grappa wanted, but it was integrated.
And Grappa was the dragon, right? Sorry.
No, Grappa
Grappa
was the other guy that worked on Born that we thought died.
Yes.
the guy that was inside of the robot when we found him.
What happened to him?
Well, we thought he died.
He fell into a vat of goo.
And
Neat.
now, yeah. And now you've received a message from him that seems to imply that he is sharing.
He
a
survived.
Body.
Sharing a body. He's
survived.
doing the same thing that what's her name is doing to Jack.
More or less.
Whose body are they in?
The
$1 million question there, Philip.
No, we know.
No, we
It's the Steel Shaper, the guy who was controlling Born, the guy that we fought in Born's room.
Yeah.
Who I thought was also dead.
He also fell into a vat of the same witch oil.
Interesting.
Oh my god.
Let's drop someone else in witch oil. That'll help.
I
Yeah,
volunteer as
we'll
tribute.
just start throwing stuff into witch oil. It's like the thing from the Black Cauldron. We'll throw in a chicken and an axe.
Yeah. That's not the Black Cauldron, that's Quest for Camelot.
Yeah, I was
right.
about to say.
No, you're right.
But
Yeah,
we
sorry.
do have to throw him in.
Did Ridley Scott rip this off for the Alien prequels? With the black goo?
Probably.
Tinker also mentions certain vulnerabilities, in case you're interested.
Yes.
Wait.
The exterior is magically reinforced adamantine plating, but for budgetary reasons, many joint components, analogous to ligaments, were made of traditional adamantine, which is vulnerable to rust magic.
Oh. Hey, as it turns out, I invented one of those spells.
The witch oil furnace could be disrupted by a burst of positive energy, assuming the saboteur could get inside the Colossus's torso. And the fuel feed piping to the lantern housing that we discussed earlier is insufficiently secure, so it could probably be breached by a 36-pound cannonball.
That's a heavy cannonball.
36 pounds?
That's a heavy
Not that heavy.
cannonball.
That's
No,
not
it's
that
not.
heavy. Yeah.
That's
It's-
really not that heavy.
For a cannonball?
For a cannonball?
It's a
Not
big-
heavy.
That's a big
Like, that's a
cannonball.
big cannonball.
Is a big cannonball. I mean, there are different sizes of cannonballs, but cannonballs, a lot of the cannonballs
supposed
that
to
you
be
think of,
No, you
handheld.
load like a bombard with that shit.
Yeah.
Like it'd work.
yeah, the most common cannonballs are like 4 pounds. That's
Yeah.
why,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the cannons we have on our ship, 4 to 5 pound cannonballs go into that.
Yes,
That's
'cause
a
we have
big
lot of
36
cannon.
for knocking down walls. So you get through. So you kill Constantinople.
That's almost like the Roman Empire.
That's not the Roman Empire.
I thought the way that you killed
Yes, it
Constantine-
is.
I was about to say
The Holy Roman Empire
Maybe.
versus the...
No,
Maybe.
Byzantium is the continuation of Rome, Catherine. It
Hold
didn't
on.
fall in the east.
I
don't-
thought the way that you killed Constantinople was you walked around the streets going, man, Istanbul's a really great name, don't you think?
I don't want to think about the Byzantium Empire. I don't want to cry tonight.
Byzantine, you fuck.
I don't think straight guys are okay.
Look, James.
Mine was
all
a
you-
Mine was a
all
reference
you
for
gays
Carter.
and women keep taking everything away from us. We got to remember the good old days.
Oh God.
Rome's not the good old days.
It is if you're a fascist.
Mr. Lindley's history class?
Yeah.
Also, I just don't like history that much.
I mean,
Rough.
yeah, all that shit already happened. What good is
Exactly.
it?
yeah, what could we have to learn from that?
Yeah, I mean, how could we possibly have foreseen any of our current problems?
Okay, so we need rust, a bunch of healing potions,
And
a
love.
cannonball.
No, we need love.
Only if we need to destroy it. Plan A is still turn Born to our side. That's why Koku's been working with Born. He talks now.
Mm.
Kinda.
Unfortunately, all he says is cocaine.
Okay.
Fun fact: Coca-Cola might actually never have contained cocaine. It contained extracts from the same plant, but possibly never actually contained cocaine.
Yeah, that makes sense, but it's still a bummer. It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
We would all be cooler if we contained cocaine.
That's true.
I think that's about all I had planned for
I don't want to start a
kind of
bakery.
the extended wrap-up / bookkeeping. If you guys have other questions for Tinker, of course he's still available, or if you want to involve him in any downtime activities, he's available.
Well, I mean, I had a question that I posted in there.
Oh yeah,
Azrabi, did he know this was going on?
who?
You saw the dude with the big flaming sword and the lion shields, like, I'm gonna get my girl.
It was in a wall at the time.
And you seem perfectly capable of communicating, Mr. Wall friend.
Yeah, I think I heard someone shouting, but there was a lot of shouting going on.
Tinker.
I was talking to you.
Yeah,
Tinker Wallfriend is a good
Shouting.
name, though. That's my next. No,
Where was the last time we saw or they saw Azrabi or Azrabi reportedly did something?
when we fought Born.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or no, well, not when we fought Born.
when
When
they
we fought in
encountered
Born's
Born.
room.
When we saw Born
Yeah.
for the first time.
Okay.
He ran off, grabbed an elvish woman, came back, and as soon as Born breached the worlds and brought them into the normal world from the Bleak Gate, he moved off to the Dreaming.
Okay. Yeah, and it was his sister, right?
It was someone.
It was someone.
It was someone unconfirmed.
Yeah.
Understood.
We don't know what exactly she was to him.
So you're saying that he was never there while.
If any of you want to give me a history check to see about their, see if you've ever heard of the.
I would love to make a history check.
I'm
if I'm
dumb
reading
as hell.
over.
Let me
Presumably, I have assumed this didn't get cut. From
I got a
the series.
13.
I got an 8.
Our reports are pretty thorough.
I think I'm technically getting what's the word?
Briefed.
No, someone took a Sharpie to him.
Oh, redacted. Yeah.
19 history.
Okay. This, I mean, it makes the most sense, I think, for Mina to know this. There are mentions in some of the research that you've been doing of an elf woman named Kastarina that go back a few hundred years.
Okay.
And she's had, and you've also, of course, heard of Azrabi, and he's a prominent member of the Fey Court, the Unseen Court, and you would have been able to dig up that, yes, they are married.
Okay.
Oh.
They're married, y'all.
That's like a little note in the margin of my report in Nina's.
Gotta be rough learning that her husband lost to an alcoholic human, huh?
It's like the note from the nurse to the doctor. Wife, not daughter.
So yeah, that's
So you're saying that he never showed up in the factory until, well, you never saw him before.
Nope. Kind of hard to get there.
Dude's a magical fae creature, so I don't know. Also,
well, he did need our help to get there, to be fair.
True. Okay, so he has no idea what's going on, so they're gonna get divorced.
Well, she has no idea what's going on.
That's true. Marriage saved through the power of mental breaking.
I mean, I've seen worse things.
You mean that's not how therapy works?
Yeah, they just wipe away your trauma, right?
No. You gotta first start with the bloodletting.
In a world with magic and the spell modify memory, therapy is a lot easier than bloodletting.
That's painfully inaccurate. It's like a 5th level spell.
So the other
knife is a 0 level spell.
Yeah, it's cantrip at best.
I think the other order of business is probably the obscurity, obstruction, and opposition officer corps.
Ook.
Officer corps. So I think at this point we can assume that Aloysia
Can we
has
change
been...
core to operations? That
No.
way it's just ooh.
No,
we could
we
make
already
it
made the t-shirts.
Operation Core.
Just an extra O.
How many O's is that?
That's 5.
I mean, I
So,
think if it was
O5C.
Operation... I think if it was Operation Core, it wouldn't have the word officer in it, though. Is the
Yeah,
problem.
I was thinking about making it just all O's, but I'm like, no, this is better.
O4C is pretty good.
O4C sounds like a dating profile. I don't know what it means.
I know what it means, and you don't want to know what it means.
Otter for cop.
Warmer.
I don't need to know.
No. So at the very least, I think we can assume that Aloysia has been approved and briefed, and that the information I've given out to this point is for them to...
I have so
partake in.
many questions.
And there was some discussion about the other... Well, Tinker also has his role here as well with the research. There were some comments about the other two. Did we want to discuss Nathan Gier?
I don't want him anywhere near this.
Yeah, I'd like to keep him separate.
I think he's a useful asset. Like to I mean, I guess he has defected from Denor, so he can't really be a spy in Denor. I mean, unless he's like disguised and stuff, but
He's compromised.
We should keep him around and keep an eye on him.
no, he's specifically not compromised. He's been
related to Laia Gier. He's compromised.
I agree. He shouldn't be brought in. Versabek, I think, should be.
I'm fine with that. I just listen, out of all of us, I've spent the most time with Nathan. If they can find a way to use him, like, maybe on the political side, like, easing tensions and shit like that, but I don't know that he needs to be interfacing and getting too much information on this side of things.
I agree. Versabek, I think we should bring in.
Agreed.
Zeodor believes he's useful, and I trust Zeodor's judgment.
I don't know about him. He's so hard to read. I'm willing to let him in, but he's hard to read. Like, he was working with them. He says that he's not now, but maybe he's a really good liar. I don't know.
He seemed to be only from what we can tell, he was only a mercenary. He was never part of the actual conspiracy, which works fine for us.
Just means we need to pay better.
He's got some sort of luck magic.
Yep.
It's unclear exactly how it works. Based on Zeodor's reports, it seems to be some ability not significantly stranger than anything else we've encountered.
It's unique at the very least. You know what? Let's just ask him directly. Burzbek, what do you do?
We have actually, just out of character, we have asked him this before.
Yeah,
I know,
and
but now he's under
super
our employ.
cagey.
So, like, Burzbek, what the hell do you do?
Well, I try to channel his I
Roll some dice, that'll help.
yeah, sure. Dice. I don't know exactly how my assets might be beneficial to you, but the more that I've heard about who I was working for, the more I thought I'd like to be working for those that oppose them.
Very evasive of you.
Good enough for me.
What do you do? What asset do you bring to us?
I think you're familiar with my uncanny luck abilities. I think there might be other applications besides gambling that could be levied.
I
Can
agree.
you go gamble to get us more funds?
I mean, that's one option, but also start testing it. Try to think outside the box for once, O'Ferry.
If we were on better terms. If you weren't my teammate.
Versabek's ability to read probabilities and understand likelihoods in situations is useful. Exactly how he is capable of doing this is still unclear.
I also have a good head for numbers and take very meticulous notes. He shows you just like a notepad that's like in some sort of cipher that seems to be just like numbers and...
We deal with a lot of patterns that are hard to discern. He'd be a good code breaker to have.
Again, I'm not saying we're not taking him. I'm just saying we should have a pretty concrete idea of what we want him to do rather than we'll pay until we figure out what you can do. Or we'll pay while we figure out what to do with you, rather. I mean, again, no, other than the fact that, like, we don't know him that well, he has been vetted just like everyone else, so why not?
Is anyone else resistant?
Mm-mm.
Besides O'Ferry? No, so we're good.
And Ilferi's not saying no.
I think he's worth bringing on just as a tactical advisor, if nothing else. Even if we don't use him as a field agent. His ability to understand patterns makes him a valuable tactical asset.
Are you able to
nothing
pass
else, Delph chimes in.
Mhm.
If nothing else, we can use him around town for any cryptological applications.
Precisely.
And if you ever need him for your specific needs, he'll be available.
Are you able to pass that weird luck thing on to other people temporarily?
I've never tried, and I don't know how I would, but it is worth looking into.
I feel like that's going to be a great application if you can figure something out.
Maybe it could even keep you from dying.
Hey, I went a whole month, 90 days not dying, so pretty good. And you almost got eaten by a dinosaur, so.
Did.
Well, if Aloysia is going to be coming into the field with us, we should probably go somewhere secure to debrief.
To the next
Honestly,
room.
Well, I was
to the next
thinking,
room.
I was thinking somewhere where it would be impossible, completely impossible. Well, I guess technically there would be a chance, but very, 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 very unlikely that there's anybody that has any idea what's going on.
You want to come to my place?
No, I mean like way out into the islands, the archipelago. No prying ears there.
I mean, there could be plenty of prying ears there.
I mean, my house literally has magic that says no one's allowed to listen. Or, I don't know.
Look,
I
also,
live with
I'm homesick.
wizards. Do you know my parents don't leave the library unless invited to a gala.
Also, I'm homesick, and I would like you guys to see where I came from.
Why didn't
But-
you open with that?
Because it's a little bit more easy to convince people generally, I've thought, when I have a secure location where nobody could possibly eavesdrop.
No,
Because
I
they
think
wouldn't even know
we
we're
can-
there. Anyways, I'd love to see them, but I have some preparations I need to take care of first.
I haven't
I
had
think it would
good
be a great
island
place to
rum
do
in
it.
years.
But Delft, I need to talk to you first, among other preparations, so we can take care of that soon, hopefully.
Yeah, sure. Just let me know when you want to meet.
Okay, I've set up for the two.
All right. Seems like a good time to meet.
Great. I'm going to make a request off the record, and then I will follow it up with what would be on the record. Is that
Alright.
okay? Off the record, I am concerned for the inhabitants of the Aerosol Archipelago, such as me and my people, seeing as there may be some conflict between Daenor and Resur soon, and a lot of wars have happened there. I would like to bring...
Or so far.
Right. I would like to bring, at a minimum, a boat and some supplies to make sure they can defend themselves. Possibly have a lot of them come to Resur as refugees. However, that costs a lot of money and probably isn't smiled on. Just giving out charity to not even a nation.
Well, we do have state humanitarian efforts, and the archipelago is one of the beneficiaries of things like that. We're usually strummed up in political times to people get to remembering about what happened in the last war. They'll send out a few supply ships to show what, we're not all bad people, helping those that were affected by the war. And
I like to provide them a ship and a lot of equipment so they can defend themselves. They don't have to rely on philanthropy from anyone other than one of their own. And it's not going to be a show of a nation providing for them, just us. On the
want
book,
to help them philanthropically to get them off of needing.
I don't want
philanthropy.
Resur or Daenor tied to what is going to happen. I don't want national elite. God, I'm not good at explaining this. The James is not good at explaining this.
I think I see what you're
I want
getting at.
them to be able to provide for themselves, but they can't forge weapons on their islands. They don't have the materials to build boats.
You just want a warship to fall off a truck in the Aerosol Archipelago.
Yes, and
That's
on the record, we
amazing.
would be on a resupply mission to provide a boat and a bunch of equipment to one of our outposts on the islands, and it will disappear.
You think that anyone in our military is okay with warships just disappearing, no questions asked?
They can ask questions.
How does this help with the mission?
I don't know. I just want to make sure that they're safe. I haven't even grown up with them. I don't know my own people, but I want to make sure that they are able to get to safety when this conflict breaks out again.
You're worried about Laya's death riling up Dinar?
Yes, and yes, absolutely.
Well, we've been keeping it under wraps for now, but I don't see how, well, it'd be hard to pin the blame on us as a nation, or even someone of their royal family to be killed in such an obscure location where they didn't have any jurisdiction.
But also the last interaction they had, well, they also interacted with us a month ago. Before that, I could see people drawing conclusions, no matter how far-fetched. Just for a reason to go to war with us again.
I think conclusions can be drawn, but it's hard to move a nation to war so soon after the last one. I'm not saying your concern isn't warranted, but I don't think that there's much to pin back on us for what happened to Laya. Despite you dealing the killing blow, you were acting in defense of the nation. And
in self-defense, honestly.
And she had no real reason to be there. We've contacted our spies in Dinar, and it doesn't seem like she was acting as an agent of Dinar in her actions.
Well, at the very least, I'm probably going to extend the offer for refugees to come here. I have recently come upon the ability to transport large amounts of people very far. Basically, instantaneously.
That's something that we can probably handle. It'd be hard to keep it out of the press, but I think at the very least we can give it a positive spin.
And they don't have to come to Restore. I can send some to Bear. I can send some to Chrysalier.
Regardless, we can offer them a lot more if you're willing to go through the official routes. We can levy our political humanitarian efforts, but the more secretive you want to keep it, the less we can help.
Okay, well, glad that I came to you then. This is a sort of out of character question because Ilferi would just know this.
Mm-hmm.
The mountain kind of mountain that I live on,
Sure.
How empty is it? Could a community be built up in the trees and the mountains? Like, I forgot exactly.
I'm
in the either the Nettles or the Cloudwood. I can't remember which.
I think you're in the Cloudwood.
I think I'm in the Cloudwood.
A lot of the Cloudwood was evacuated when the when Born broke out of it, and in response to Navard's warnings and things like that. A lot of people did move out of those areas, and not everyone has moved back. So there is some open space there.
If we can do a relocation effort, perhaps we could have some area in the Cloudwood cleared out for construction for homes.
Yeah,
I have my own circle that's starting there anyways. A lot of Avarians tend to have Skyseer abilities or druidic powers just due to the closeness to nature and not much else. They'd be more comfortable there.
I'll start asking around to see if we can get something started.
All right. If there are also if there is equipment that I can deliver to them for the people that are not willing to leave their home, because who wants to leave their home over a possibility of a threat? Do we have anything?
I'll talk to the right people and see what we can scrounge up. Things are maybe a little tight here, given there's some that are still hanging on to the events that happened in Bear.
Oh, hold on. Have we taken any pirates in lately? Maybe one of their ships could disappear.
Taken any pirate? I don't know.
Have we arrested any pirates in the area? Pirates are totally a thing.
Oh,
like
sure.
Commandeered one of their
Pirates
ships.
happen, no ferry.
I wasn't sure if you were referring to something specific.
No, just in general. Have we taken any pirate ships and arrested all the pirates on them?
Yes, that does happen, and usually the ships are refitted for the Navy.
Perhaps I could take one of those ships to be retrofitted and it disappears because it's not on the logs yet.
Like I said, it's not likely for a ship of any kind to just disappear.
I just wanted to have the ability to navigate through the archipelago if necessary. But if we can find something, we can. Great. If we can't, well, honestly, I can transport people, so I'll figure something out.
All right. Well, let me know how much you want and how much you want people to know about it.
I'll let you know when I return. Let's figure out the how many people are willing to take the offer before I don't even know how many people live on these islands, honestly. I was like 3 when I was taken from them, which isn't that long for like your age, but a long time for me. You're old, is what I'm saying.
I got it. Thank you. Is that all?
Yes, I think so.
All right.
Il Fairy walks out and Mina's like, and I stone cold capped that bitch.
God.
Tell everyone. All right. Should we take our
Number
The
three,
word diplomatic
bitches.
shitstorm mean nothing to you.
I'm joking. She did not.
Are we ready to take our break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. I'll be back in just a few minutes.
I'll boot up Baldur's Gate.
Hi, we're back. No, we're not, James.
What?
We're not playing Baldur's Gate.
You're right. We can't throw potions at each other.
I mean, you can. You can throw a potion at somebody if you want to.
I want Waterdeep 1.
Just shatters on the ground.
Does it at least leave a field that someone can walk into and get healed by the potion?
How do you think potions work?
Only if you like get down on the ground and lap it up.
I think they sublimate a bit, but the gas that the potion, like the potion gas is dense, so it stays towards the ground.
Sure.
I'm not gonna lie, a health potion inhaler sounds really cool.
There definitely is a game. I forgot what game it was. There definitely is a game where you can do that.
Sounds like a
Where you
cyberpunk
can
sort
like
of thing.
make a yeah. It's that kind of thing. It wasn't cyberpunk, but it was one of those.
I
or was
meant
it Shadowrun?
cyberpunk, the genre.
Yeah, it wasn't Shadowrun, but it was one of those.
Oh, I was about to say Shadowrun.
I mean, there is some source book of Shadowrun that has that.
That's probably true. Yeah,
There's a source book of Shadowrun for everything.
but there are so many cyberpunk games out there.
All right. So I'm gonna turn the I guess the control over to you guys for your personal scenes.
I'm done. I did mine.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. We're not going to the islands.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna go to the islands.
Sure, but that's a group thing. That's not like an individual.
I have 3 that can pretty much be done in any order.
Mm-hmm. And especially, I mean, this is true of any downtime, but tonight we're playing it very loose as far as time. So if we have a scene, it doesn't necessarily have to happen
in chronological order.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I've got 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just thinking if somebody has one that they want to happen fairly early, just so that we can all react to it.
Oh, mine can happen whenever. Please, for the love of God.
But yeah, I have 3. 1 I need Mina for. 1 is going to be Koku on her own, and 1 I'm going to bring someone, but I haven't decided who. I'm going to wait on that one, and depending on what happens in downtime, it might change who I bring for that one.
Yeah. So I have some question about y'all's field reports.
Everything is completely accurate.
Yeah. That doesn't mean I don't have. I agree that I'm not saying that they're wrong. I have questions I would like elaborated, and there are some big splotchy parts that I can't read through the light.
You don't need to know about those.
That's on purpose.
Yeah, at this point, it's as far as Delph, the RHC, and anyone higher up is concerned, Aloysia is open to any classified materials. If you guys want to keep anything from her beyond that, that's your prerogative.
I'm good with it.
So I guess
as far as Koku's concerned, if she has clearance, she has clearance.
Yeah.
I think my question is because both. Do we know what the Obscurati want? Do we know what their end game is? Do we know what their final check mark on their list is, and that has the big W and a gold star next to it?
If we knew that, we wouldn't have half our problems. So no.
Awesome. Do we have any theories how these planar gates, and can I visit one, work into this?
No, and probably.
We know that the planar gates are related to what were the ancient people called?
Carter
don't
to
remember.
As the ancients.
Oh, they're just called the ancients.
Yeah, they're just the ancients.
Right, because it's Stargate. That's not a knock. I fucking love Stargate. We know that they're related to the ancients. So far, they've all been found in the ruins of ancient ziggurats. So we can conclude that it is in some way related to that and has something to do with the incursions of the I believe Jack called them donut tentacles.
Yeah, I saw the drawings. I have a concern.
You have as much information as we do.
And the demon.
Yes.
Yeah, that was odd.
That seems to be largely unrelated.
How long has that been there?
A very long time.
Yeah.
But again, it seems to be unrelated to the current issues, so we're not concerned.
Undiscernible mysteries of the world, things not as we understood them. I mean, you're going to get used to this shit.
I mean, honestly, she was one of the nicest beings that we've run into.
Okay. That
She's one of the
it's-
only
it's-
honest people I've ever met.
She is the reason why Zeodor's not here. So
Yeah, but that's not her fault. That was
Yeah, that was
Theodore's
his
fault.
choice.
that is Zeodor's fault, but Koku's still bitter about it.
Okay.
So banter aside, do you guys actually remember her implied origin?
No.
I can look at my notes.
Okay.
I have a vague
Yeah, there
memory.
was like a cult that worshipped her or summoned her and trapped her there to like leech power off her or something.
It was basically like the origins of it had to do with the origins of the Chrysler religion, the clergy. That's right.
She was the last demon of the demonocracy. They captured her, ripped the secret of how you put a god in a mortal into a tangible body, and then the elf god died.
The goddess of elvish fertility and motherhood, who basically every Eldrin woman worshipped, died and killed all Eldrin women with it.
And the clergy were like, how do we use you to put our god in a body? And she was like, lol, I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah. So they were trying to do it again, to kill that god.
Yeah.
And that's why she's kept where she is until they can get that secret from her, she's bound.
Yeah.
Right. But y'all murdered the zombie cardinal guarding her.
Yeah, her BFF.
So who's watching her now?
She's good.
Yeah, she's there.
I have questions.
Well, her primary defense seems to be being locked away in an extra-dimensional prison.
Was it extra dimensional? Going back.
I thought it was just under the island.
Yeah, I thought it was just in a weird spot.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was extra-dimensional. Okay.
No, they were like,
I'm misremembering.
It's in the depths of basically a temple devoted to let's put all the bad stuff here so that nobody touches it.
yeah.
And
I
then
want to go touch it.
it was looted and raided and empty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Except for her.
Okay.
Except for her.
She also did bring me back to life.
Yeah, that wasn't that nice of her.
Neat.
She said she had use for us.
Yeah.
Wasn't that nice of
yeah.
her?
I guess specifically use for me, but probably us.
That's very concerning. So we don't know what they want. We don't know what they're how they're trying to get it, and it could be anyone.
Pretty much.
No wonder y'all are so fucking high strung.
Yeah.
I think.
Gods, how have y'all made it this long? Not to like.
Mostly
This would drive
killing people.
anyone mad.
Yeah.
This would drive literally anyone insane.
Yeah.
I drink about it.
We're very good at what we do.
I've noticed. It's infuriating.
The alcoholism or being good at our jobs?
No, I don't mind alcoholism. You should see the shit my family gets into. I'm not. Yeah, no. Substance abuse is. I mean, that's just Tuesday.
Dude, it's Friday. You've lost track of time.
I was doing. Okay. So what's okay? Okay. Okay.
See, I like her like this.
Has the Bruce been overthrown yet, by the way?
No, he'll if all goes according to plan, he'll die of debauchery around 70, and then we'll put in the next generational stepping stone to bringing Bear up to par.
How old is he now?
Chris.
69.
What? What? Late 40s?
He looked old as hell.
He's just white.
Yeah.
He looked droopy.
And you don't have teeth.
And I think he was.
I don't need teeth.
And he doesn't need to be tight.
Mina, this reminds me. I want to talk to you about some stuff.
Not needing to be tight reminds you want to talk to Mina?
More politics, but
Rude.
I said this aside to Mina, not to anyone else.
No, Koku didn't say that. Carter said that.
Okay.
So yeah, he is presumably like young-ish. So he was appointed 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe he had fought in the Urusal War, the last Urusal War, which was 15 years ago. Oh no, it was only 7 years ago.
So he's like what, 42?
Yeah, probably. I would think like early 40s,
Yeah.
Too long.
late 40s maybe.
Need to
That'll be
up that
fine.
timetable.
I'll probably see the next 3 Bruces if all goes according to plan.
Cool.
My plan, not like a conspiratorial plan.
I understood.
Okay. Look, y'all tried to kill me out in the middle of nowhere because I wore a ring.
Dude.
I
Have you read
you've
our-
now looked at our shit. What would you have done?
also
I mean, I'd have cut off the hand and then found out that way.
we don't care about your conspiracy to overthrow Bear.
I don't want to overthrow Bear. I want to make Bear better.
I'm not listening.
Okay. Wait, Tinker's working on what? Learning about the lightning guns.
Oh yeah, I should set the name. All right.
This is all very disconcerting.
Sam, did you have?
Yeah. Anyway, while that's going on, Jaggers goes to their meeting and goes, "You want to go get a drink sometime, like tomorrow night? I got some stuff I need to talk about to someone that doesn't live in my brain, and Koku is Koku, and Ilferi's Ilferi. So you're really the only one to talk to."
Cool, not a date. Yeah. But you're buying.
I mean, I figured
So a date.
I'm the only one of us that can hold on to money, so I figured I'm buying.
Well, shit. I usually have more money than you.
How much money do you have right now?
5,300.
Okay, you won.
I make my guns, bitch. My expensive shit I'm good at.
Koku has like 8,000 gold right now. I need it all for something later.
I've been hoarding wealth for a bit.
I
Also-
need it.
Also, Koku doesn't have to eat like the rest of us do. We have like expenses that Koku just doesn't have.
I'm trying to get rid of them.
I spent stuff on boat.
Sure.
Anyway, time passes. We meet at
Yeah.
Shitty Bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sit down, drink. So I've been thinking.
Dangerous.
I know. What do we do when this is over? Or
Define over.
I don't know. Look, I was kind of happy when we first went to Bear because things seemed more honest and less politically bullshit. But
Sure.
things are politically bullshit everywhere, and all I see is the top stepping on the bottom, and poor folk getting fucked.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see that changing anytime soon.
Sure.
So I really only see two options, which is either move into politics, as I've been offered a number of times, or burn it down.
Did you bring me here to ask me to make you a bomb?
I mean, I brought you here to ask you what you think I should do about it.
Oh, I straight up just assumed that the answer to politics would be a no, and that you would need your best gunsmith to make you a bomb.
I mean, the option's on the table.
Okay. Do you want to be a politician?
No, but
Okay.
I also don't want to cause the collapse of a nation that will lead to inevitable invasions, unrest, and mass death.
Okay. Mina reaches into her bag, pulls out a history book that she's been reading, and goes, okay, point to the page where that's not actively happening at any given point.
Correct, but...
Listen, if you want to go into politics, go into politics. I just think you need to have realistic expectations on what that's going to mean for you. It means you're going to have to deal with people who annoy you way more than Ilferi. And they are going to have more money and more people giving them money to do the exact things you don't want them to do. Now, you've got great groundswell. I will say that. Other than the giant neck scar that makes you look absolutely terrifying, most of like the dockers and shit like you, which makes sense. You're an asshole just like them. So like, if you're looking to start a, homegrown movement, more power to you, but are you going to fund it with the less than 5,000 gold that you have?
Well, I don't know. I've had offers from multiple members of the aristocracy.
Sure, who are then going to want you in their pocket.
I know. I don't know. I mean, I could at the very least, I could be a voice to advocate for the unions.
Sure.
I don't have an answer. I just wanted somebody to bounce ideas off of.
Cool. I don't have an answer either. I mean, I've told you what it's going to take, and then if you wind up hating it, I can make a bomb.
That's true.
Then you and I can be tyrants together and rule this whole city under our iron fists.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of work.
More work than trying to dig out the bullshit politicians where they are?
Yeah, because then I have to be in charge of everything.
No. I get to be in charge of everything.
Yeah, but then I have to kill you, and that seems like a lot of work.
Nah.
Oh, it's true. It'd be pretty easy.
See, I trust you. It's dangerous.
Yeah,
I shouldn't trust anybody.
I don't know why you did that.
I don't either. I don't know. Go into politics. Out of all the people who have offered to back you on a play in politics, who would you feel least shitty working for?
You think I remember the names?
Wow.
I blew them off at the time.
Mm-hmm. Fine. Go look at your diary from those days.
Uh-huh. I don't know. I gotta go write some letters, I guess.
Okay. Inquire away.
And scene.
Yeah.
I like
Look,
that.
realistically, if anyone in this party is going to become an iron-fisted tyrant, it's probably Koku.
True.
Literally.
You're made of iron?
She has iron fists.
Partly.
Okay.
I'm 10% iron. Ting, ting.
Okay. What do you want,
Technically, she's
Koku?
partly made of wood. Let's see. I've got one scene with Mina. I could do the solo scene. That might go very quickly.
Okay. I was gonna say take your scene with Mina, so I could take my scene with Mina.
This is why I never. This is why I never give Chris anything, because I know y'all are gonna come to me every
Should start charging.
single time.
Oh my god, we all want to do scenes with the only person that's trained in acting? Wow.
Wow.
At least you make them pay for the meals.
I'm not paying for this shit.
Mina and Koku have a standing tradition.
Yes, we do.
Well, it's up to you which one
Being
you
the
want
characters
to do
that
first.
identify as female.
I'll do the solo scene. That'd be the second one.
Okay. I'm not sure what your methodology for this is, but I'm interested to find out.
Well, he has business operations in the city.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go and try to make an appointment with him.
Okay. Perhaps even prior to that, if you're paying attention to headlines, there's probably been people have noticed that Pemberton has not been as active lately in local affairs as he used to. Some are attributing it to the fact that he has ventures in other countries. Of course, a lot of people have talked about how they helped fund his railroad, I think is what some people believe happened in Bear. There's a bit of confusion there as to what exactly was going on.
Yep.
For some reason, a whole bunch of rich people think that they have a part stake in a Pemberton industry venture.
That's fine. Confusion actually works for us in this case.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I'm going to basically try to make an appointment with him. If he totally blows me off, he blows me off. That's why I was saying I think this scene might be pretty quick. It's more I want to pass. I want to send him the message that I'm trying to contact him.
Yeah.
If he doesn't want to make an appointment with me, that's fairly predictable. But I'm going to attempt it because I want him to know.
Long story short, stonewalled by a secretary, will pass your message along. Something of that nature, but
okay.
At least you're at least persistent enough to do everything you can to try to get a message through to him if he is taking messages.
And I'll leave it with the detail that that I want to discuss arrangements involving his daughter, because a detail like that might get a secretary, at least a low-level secretary, to pass along a message a little more eagerly. But that's okay. I'm just planting seeds.
Cool. I'll make a note of that.
Actually, Chris, is there public knowledge of a daughter?
No.
Okay. I was curious because seemingly maybe this dragon is, walking around polymorphed into a humanoid form. Is there a daughter Sona? That would
not
be
not that anyone
not that anyone knows
not
of.
publicly.
Okay.
And the secretary is like taken aback and kind of like side eyes you, is like thinking like, are you some sort of gossip reporter? Like,
yes, the robot.
I mean, I do show up in uniform.
Yeah.
Koku's always in uniform. It's the only piece of clothing she owns.
Okay. Did you want to do your Mina scene then?
Well, it looks like Catherine has stepped away, so
I wasn't looking up.
Checks notes. What else did I have?
Does anyone else have another scene?
I had one of what does Vigilante know from the whole volcano experience kind of thing, or what are we doing about the fact that dragons still exist?
So
and are apparently masquerading as because he's he's Resurian, right?
Yes.
Yeah, a Resurian capitalist.
Yeah. So depending on, I mean, honestly, you have the ability to control that narrative on how
I
much
am telling them everything that happened as I know it.
and how much it gets out to the public.
I feel like I don't control that narrative. I feel like that is a Vizier Zanatha and
Yeah.
probably my boss, seeing as how I am no longer Minister of Dragon Affairs.
Do you have a suggestion for them?
I don't think we need to put it out there that dragons are still in the world. That's going to cause public panic, and any semblance of unification of bear is going to go to the four winds.
Yeah,
The dragon cults are going to be up in arms more so than they already are. And it creates a diplomatic nightmare with Resor that we're starting to this O4C is what my the sticky note said.
Yep.
Yeah, what's that about?
Well, they're getting you more involved, it seems, with this conspiracy they're trying to break down.
Same people?
I believe it's
same team.
I believe it's related to the tiefling who was meddling about here.
Yes, the one that we have no clue what happened with.
Exactly, and that's why we're recommending that you get involved.
Okay.
There's something bigger than our nation happening here.
Yeah.
Reeser has all the power and knowledge.
As usual.
We don't want to be left behind again as something big is developing on the world stage.
Something has them rattled beyond measure, that's for sure. And if Dinar's involved, I don't think we want to see the next. We don't want to see the fifth war on our borders.
Certainly not.
Okay. Do you have paperwork? Is there anything to go off of? Have I sent anything? When is this happening?
Been given some brief overview with detailed dossiers once you arrive in Flint.
Okay. Okay. I'll go home, get my things, actually prepare. Please tell me I have more than 12 hours to get prepared for this.
I don't believe there are any known missions at the ready. It seems like they want to be able to brief you, so
I'll get my stuff together and head to Flint as soon as possible. I'll send reports. I'll send copies of what they'll let me make copies of. If it's anything, I'll see how many things get locked behind national security on this go around.
let us
and I'll
in the meantime we'll investigate this dragon business, try to figure out what we can about Pemberton and what else he might have influenced in our country besides the steel cult.
This is gonna be a nightmare.
It always
How's
is.
How's the Bruce taking all of this?
Well, he is enjoying his opportunity to flatten a sub-nation to dust and ruin.
Look, it had to happen sooner or later, and honestly, it's gonna make him look like a unifier. So, which the railroad is going to reinforce. We get constructive and we get destructive.
That's how it goes.
The humidity sucks over there. And move.
Cool. Do we want to do coffee, Koku, Mina, coffee time?
Sure.
Sounds good. Who gets there first this time?
Rollies.
Rollies.
I can't remember
Sure.
who got there first last time.
Koku.
Pretty sure it was Koku. Yeah.
No,
Highest number gets there first.
Sounds good.
It should be an initiative check.
sure.
I'm
No.
fine.
No, just highest number.
What?
Just highest number.
Okay.
Because I think that there's like a lot of factors involved.
Yeah.
Oh, I got an 8.
I got a 9. We get there at
So
the
you're
exact
both
same
late.
time, and I squeeze in the door first.
Koku opens the door and you just slide in.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Look at all those rogue moves.
Yeah. Hey.
Well, you didn't have anything waiting for me this time.
You opened the door for me. If you want to wait, I can go order for you.
I also don't eat.
Exactly. So what's it matter? It's just double expense on me and double calories on me because I wind up eating whatever I buy you anyway.
I should say that because this is a regular engagement, I imagine this being one of the ones later in our downtime.
Sure.
Because of something I want to a detail I want to seed.
Sure.
Have you gotten a message from Zeodor in a while?
No.
The answer is no. Yeah.
The answer is no.
Yeah.
Because I know Carter, and if I was meant to get a message from Zeodor, I would have gotten a fucking message from Zeodor.
Fair. It's like I was originally going to message people about this, do some seed stuff, write some of Zeodor's message, and then I got COVID.
Got
so,
COVID, yeah.
I haven't either. His last message said that he found something up in the Shawl Mountains.
Yeah.
I'm worried he may have gotten in over his head. Bless you.
Thank you. I muted the wrong mic again.
Did O'Ferry follow us? What the fuck?
He's at the booth right behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, hey guys, I'll leave.
Yeah, he basically said the same thing to me. I haven't gotten worried yet, but that's only because I haven't had the time to stop and think about it. I've been kind of busy.
That's kind of what I'm worried about. We have a lot to get done, even without an active mission.
Mm-hmm.
We can't really get away long enough to go look for him. If he's gotten into trouble, I don't know if there's anything we can do.
I can't. I can't drop everything and go help him. Partially because the fate of the world is literally resting in our hands, but also because he didn't fucking ask me to.
I know.
He had the opportunity and he went alone. And that's fine. Like, I'm not mad about it, but like also that's what leads to this shit.
I know. I'm not going to drop everything either, but then again, he's managed to slip out of some tight situations before.
Yeah.
I don't know how many stories he told you about back when he was on the ship, as he says.
I mean, here and there, but obviously he doesn't always escape unscathed.
His arm?
Yeah.
He never told you how he got that then.
I never asked. People talk about what they want to talk about.
He doesn't know.
Further proof that he didn't always escape unscathed.
I guess so. But he must have been little when it happened.
I'm small.
But I guess you're right. Because whatever happened, it happened in Drakkar.
Yeah.
Guess he doesn't have good luck there. But
yeah.
He's a slippery one. We'll have to trust that he can get out of this too. Whatever he's in.
That's all I can really do right now. I mean, I don't even have friends there. I don't even have anyone else I can write to check up and look in. We could try to use, RHC resources, but that's just...
The Shaw Mountains are fairly remote.
Exactly. It's just, all it does is reduce what we have access to. And if he's fine, it's a waste. And if he's dead, also kind of a waste.
Do we know anything about what happened to Mapple?
Are you asking me or just?
No, that's Koku asking Mina.
I don't remember.
Thinking
But
about
honestly,
him a lot lately.
no.
If you're just trying to recall what happened,
Yeah.
you guys, in the arena in, was it Trekholm? Or no, it was,
Yeah.
Yeah, Trekholm was where the arena was.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was a different city.
It was definitely a city in Drakkar.
I think it's the city that lies on the border between Chrysler and Drakkar.
Mhm.
Or is it Elias Primos? No, that's the capital of Chrysler. Let me see if I can pull it up really quick. Rain, number 2. Nalam.
Yep.
Nalam, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Of course,
I'd forgotten about
Nalam, yes.
I'd forgotten about the existence of
Yeah,
Nalam.
I'm gonna put it on the map because I don't know why it's not. It's mentioned several different places. So in the arena in Nalam, he jumped in to save Isabel, the Eladrin woman. And I think it was either implied or confirmed that he was going to help her get to Elf of Air,
Yes.
where she could be free from
Right. Okay.
Isabel Travers?
I think that's right.
I was like 2 pages behind you every time you were like saying something. I was like, I'm almost there. Oh, hey, look, planar energy lantern. I even drew one in my notes all the way back then.
Yeah.
You should add a note to that saying that it's approximately
Pumpkin size. See page
Use pumpkin for scale.
168.
Yeah, I like that one. Pumpkin for scale.
Yeah.
I don't remember why that was brought up, but carry on.
Okay. It's just one of the things that's been on Koku's mind lately. Artificial beings and all that.
Yeah, I don't think we've checked in.
Yeah.
Not been a reason to.
Well, if he's in
Jack
he's an
and
Elphazar.
Philfairy had a run-in with his father.
Right.
We did?
Whose father?
Mapple.
Mapples.
Wolfgang von Reckliness.
Right,
Yep.
right.
Well, if he's in Elphazar, maybe I'll get the chance to ask him some questions. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Cool. You got anything to bring the mood back up?
Do you?
Went to a funeral last week. Asked the widow if I could just get up and say a word. She said, yeah. I said, plethora. She said, thanks. That means a lot.
How dare you?
Comedy centers, odor loading.
As soon as I knew where you were going, as soon as you said, I stood up, and I was just like, I know this one. I love this one. I think Koku stares for a moment, and then does that like.
Did that help?
It did. I think I need to go talk to Born.
That is just its own can of worms, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll probably need to take Ilferi with me. He has an easier time with the denizens of the dreaming.
Ooh, not anymore.
What happened?
Well, I changed circles.
Yeah.
You cheated on them?
They still like you more than me.
Probably.
I
Pretty sure
am
they hate
a
you.
robot. They do not like me. Or I should take someone with me at the very least.
Oh, Ilfari's totally willing to do it. They probably don't hate him. They just don't like him as much.
We liked you better before.
All right, so what are we doing now?
Well, Mia, did you have anything else for that scene?
No, just if you come across any really interesting books on I don't know what the equivalent to demonology is, but demonology books, you can
Demonocracy.
that too, yeah, for sure. Just any demon related.
You know, the problem is I'm very interested in that. Jack is not.
I'm kind of going down a rabbit hole here, so.
I'll put out some feelers. I would think Jack would, or at least what's Zambria. I would think Zambria Meredith would possibly at least know the library well enough to figure that out.
Yeah.
So maybe
I
Jack
was
would
about to say
more
I'll pick
connection.
his brain, and then I'll literally pick his brain.
But I'll keep an eye out.
She is a resource we don't use enough.
Yes. It's because she's in your head.
Look, all y'all were like, I don't know about having something in my brain. And Jack was like, I'll fucking kill her with
Mina's the
alcohol.
only one who hasn't been mind borked yet, and she is gonna die on that bridge.
You're going to you will let this campaign burn before.
100%.
I was trying not to give Zeodore any more main character syndrome than he already had.
I leapt at the opportunity for that.
And to be fair, when I say I haven't been mind worked,
go around.
I was mildly mind worked by a pair of guns for a very short amount of time.
That doesn't count.
Thank you.
That kind of counts.
Just because I had to dip my guns in blood once per fight, what the fuck?
Honestly,
I wanna
it's not
meet
even
these
that big of a
guns.
deal. You should have kept them.
I love those guns. I love those guns so much.
I think
Theodore says no.
I know.
Mina gets a message
So
from
good.
You still got them on your
Aloysia.
inventory.
Hey, do you want to meet up?
I'm
and
not
get
deleting
blood
that shit. That shit's mine.
We destroyed them.
Did we?
We can make more.
Yes, we canonically disenchanted them.
Boo, you're no
Boo.
fun.
Yeah, I think there was a ritual involved.
Yeah, there was. Because it was also how we unbound them from Mina.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think definitely though. Yeah, I think Mina gets a message, probably not ascending because 25 words suck.
Only if you're uncreative.
Plethora. I can get it done in one.
Boo. Reaches out because apparently I have to get firearms certified, and apparently the muskets we have in Bear aren't good enough. To, like that credit doesn't transfer over.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, you just have to strike the rocks together to light the wick.
Oh my god, what?
Look, I've used these, but I don't.
I mean, I wish.
Reconnection
I
successful.
wish. I would windmill slam that button.
All right, we're back. Where were we?
I need. I'm asking
gun
Mina to
lessons.
make sure. Yeah,
Gun
I
lessons.
need to make sure I get an A on the exam.
All
Yeah.
right.
It's the one credit that didn't transfer over.
Come on, we're going to Dad's place.
Oh, what about the? Does the constable? Yes. It's been years since I've been here. Okay, I'll whatever you want. Whatever you want to do.
Do you want to look bad in front of everyone that's going to be your coworker soon, or just me?
I don't answer. You just see an eye twitch.
That's what I thought.
Bitch.
Let's go to my dad's.
Yes, ma'am.
How is Mr. Peacemaker doing?
Successful.
Yeah, the arms fair a few months back. Really drove up interest.
That's fun.
A lot of people seeing a lot of new stuff coming out of research and leading to
Yep.
innovation.
Mm-hmm.
So we roll up to my dad's place. What? Fusels. Peacekeeper Fusels. Is my dad's place. My dad makes guns.
Okay.
People who are good at it need a place to test them in the back.
No. It makes sense, and it makes sense.
It makes sense. All right, come on.
You have guns. Walks in through, opens front door.
Yeah.
But then who will have gun?
So we start walking. Like, I pop in.
Yeah.
Bell goes off. Dad's behind counter.
Ding, 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 ding.
Hey, Dad. This is that one I told you about.
The one from Bear.
Mm-hmm. Don't look too closely at their armor. We're gonna go use the range in back.
Oh, just uniform. There is no weird armor right now.
Yeah, I still say it.
Oh, okay.
It's dangerous to look too closely at her.
No.
But we're gonna
Not
go.
true.
Let me know if you need anything. There should be fresh supplies.
You have a very nice daughter, sir, in a wonderful shop.
Thanks.
So I lead her back to the. It's just like 2 stalls in the back that. It's not very big, but it's magically protected, so literally nothing can get out of here and cause. We're not gonna Mythbusters this shit.
What enchantments? You know what? Later.
Yeah, you can come and like study everything we've got set up here. I have no problem with that, but okay.
It's almost like abjuration is useful.
I want to test the limits, but I also don't want to break it.
Don't you dare test the
have,
limit
like,
that my dad's shop.
I said I wanted to, and then I said I shouldn't.
I'm
Because
aware.
I'm pretty sure if the explosion doesn't kill me, you will.
Hey, she's learning.
I'm
You guys
a
have,
very
like,
quick learner.
Sound dampening runes.
Yeah. We've got
that sort of stuff.
sound dampening. Sound dampening because we don't want to reduce property values. We don't. I grew up in Michigan where there were so many gun ranges, and like living close to the gun range, like just tanked your property values.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, so I lay out a couple of guns going from smallest to biggest.
Mm-hmm.
You've got your smallest, like
revolver.
No, before that, because we've got like the
flintlocks.
Yeah, I'm starting you on that.
Oh.
Then I'll move you up to the revolver because apparently you only understand the flintlock.
I just need to know what standard issue and then learn how to use that to the best of my ability.
Okay.
And get an A.
Revolvers are what I use, and they're becoming standard issue, but it's probably your best course of action if you want to start there.
Okay.
Yeah, the single shot pistol is what would be standard issue. Muzzle loading with a
fair.
Yeah.
That's why I put that like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Technically, that I can get you this if you want it is really what I'm getting at. If you want to be good at the new up and coming technology, I can get you a revolver. These are a little bit different.
Different good?
Different, less reload, faster reload.
I like these words.
For me. And better accuracy if I rifle the barrel. Which I can do on the single shot also and help with the accuracy, but like in a fight, if this is not your main weapon, having 6 shots is great.
The math adds up.
The math is mathing.
Why don't we start with muzzle and then work our way up?
Okay, that's why I have them set up. So I hand you the first one. Single load.
Okay.
All right, single shot.
Yeah, and I think Aloysia picks it up and handles it correctly, but you can probably definitely tell with not the most confidence. They are proficient. Sure. They know how to use them. They have used them. They have had to go on hunts for things, for dignitaries, for
hunting dignitaries. I'm in.
Finally, she's cool.
No. Though we got rid of those laws.
No. I'm not cool.
No, we got rid of. Look, y'all took the test. Y'all did great. They changed the laws since I took it. I was 14 and it was me and a bear in a hole. And whoever came out was an adult.
Yeah, I hate that.
I actually do like that part of bear. Ironically.
Good for you.
Hey, in Michigan, it was the same thing, but with a deer.
No, that's how I graduated high school.
You're each given a buck knife.
No, the deer has one taped to each of its antlers.
The deer has 2 knives. You have a penknife. Also, the deer has a gun, but that's just because everything in Michigan has a gun.
Yeah. All right. right. Well, first of all, successful. You haven't pointed it at any soft targets. Good job.
Thank you. There is no chill. There is zero chill happening. This is a person trying to. I'm trying to delete the default interaction of our characters having being the meeting with the Bruce.
Yep.
Yeah, like I am working to delete that, and also I need an A. So I came to the best.
Cool. Ooh.
C's get degrees.
That.
It's true.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
Ilfairies. Yeah, Ilfairies. What's the word I was looking for?
Methodology.
That works. Not the one I was looking for. But yeah, his plan of attack was always just, enough to get a gun and then never use it.
I can't use guns. I don't even have proficiency.
You can't. Everyone can use gun.
Actually, specifically druids don't get
okay.
basic crossbow proficiency.
It just repels his hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was very hard to fake it on that train.
So how long has your dad had the shop?
8 years? No. How old am I?
I tell you your age based on the date given in the dossier.
I think it's 28 at this point. No, so 10 years. Because we've been here for 20.
Yeah, the documents had facts. Details is not a good word. It's not an accurate word. So they doubled back.
Sure. My file had facts. I would hope so.
That sounds hard and rough and shitty.
That's what she said.
Bang.
Okay, roll. Did you fucking hit?
Let's find out. 1d20 plus my dexterity plus my proficiency. We're plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
Got a 17.
Cool.
Sounds like it hits the target.
Yeah, and close to center. So, hey.
Imagine she's kind of like,
Nah.
I mean, 9. It's 9 strength, but 18 constitution. So
right. Yeah.
yeah, no, you're braced.
Nice. Did you want to try that one again, or do you want to try the?
I mean, starts doing what needs to be done for the reload, because presumably, like I'll have to make like multiple shots.
Yeah.
So it just starts reloading and going through. Yeah, my family has a history with not being wanted as. That didn't come out right. That's that wasn't the right thing to say, was it?
You're not good at this, are you?
I'm so bad at this.
You're really, really bad at this.
When they made me minister,
Sorry.
I felt my heart stop.
Mm-hmm.
It just stopped. Clean.
Uh-huh. See.
How do y'all keep up with it?
With what?
Lists like 5 things that the documents listed that y'all would have done in 6 months.
Oh yeah.
Like I've been on danger. I've died
months.
before.
By the way, months are 90 days long.
Yeah.
Each season is a month.
Sure, Like, I've died before. I went through that. That took a bit. He's died twice.
Yeah.
And is missing a hand.
Yes.
Do y'all not regrow hands here?
It's a thing. Again, you're not good at this.
No, I'm really not.
Maybe don't ask it like that. Listen, okay. You're getting to meet me on my home court, like at this moment. I'm
aware
not
you
usually
have an advantage.
What?
I said I'm aware you have an advantage.
That's not what I mean.
Oh, okay.
What I mean is, you are talking to me where I am most comfortable and where I know that some dickhead who's in charge of a whole country isn't going to make me jump through fucking hoops to do my fucking job. Except he might, because it's the king and we're kind of on, but less hoops. And hoops that I signed up for. I'm not usually that uptight. Also, you may have noticed a little bit of tension with Laya.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, but yeah, that's. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything.
Good job. I will never forgive the Bruce for how he treated us. And I know that
That's fair.
doesn't mean anything to him. He does not give a shit
Correct.
how he treated me. And that's fine. I'm not normally that uptight, but like every single time that woman showed up, she made our life difficult. She got in the way, and she was actively trying to harm a lot of people and to not be taken seriously when his own people were in danger. Just, you're in my home, and I'm going to be real vulnerable for a second, and
oh no,
you can do with this information what you like. I understand that you have people to report to, and if you want to like whatever, I don't care right now, but I have not seen a ruler disrespect his people more than since I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
Fleeing here.
I am not going to try and justify or apologize other than the context of physical violence has a different meaning in Bear. And that's weird.
Sure.
And that's as far as I can really take that line.
It's not it's not the physical, it wasn't the physical violence. If he would have let us duke it out one-on-one with her, that would have been one thing, but we jumped through hoops for so long to get so little from him. He was basically useless. And he wasted our time in a lot of ways.
Understandable. I will try and not waste your time.
Listen,
I don't know what. Okay. I come from a line of generational wizards. My great-great-grandmother is currently in her second 32-year-old body. Time has very different meanings, and it's made things hard.
Sure.
For that and other, I have trouble looking at small things. I'm good at looking at big things.
Great. But you do realize that at most I have 100 left.
Yeah.
So small matters.
Yeah, that makes sense.
10 years of my life matters.
It really does.
So when there are assholes like that, because listen, he can gum up the works for his long-living people all he wants, but not all of his people.
No.
Not all of his people are long-living, and certainly the rest of us aren't.
My mom, average Baron citizen lifespan is approximately bell curve 48.6, and my family has a vat.
Sure.
That
understand.
that was very much isolated to. How much do you know about
Family has a
necromancy?
bat.
Yeah.
The clone spell is a hell of a drug.
You know, we keep a Lazarus pit in the basement.
Basically, that's basically what the clone spell is.
Yeah. I understand you weren't talking for everyone, but I'm saying you're getting a different perspective on all of it, and I can respect that. And I appreciate, because I do see you working hard. I will say that. I understand the position we put you in by keeping information from you, but I hope
Which you
now
had every right to do. That dossier was a lot.
Thank you. I was gonna say, I hope you don't understand why.
I don't know how to describe it beyond a lot, because historically speaking, there's not much of a precedent for this, except for 2 other events, which were a lot.
Yeah, and I've wasted how much of my pitiful life, by your standards of long life, dealing with this shit.
Chris, how long did it take y'all to build a railroad?
Oh, I'm talking about the whole thing from the beginning.
Yeah. It's been
It took us
like
a couple weeks.
Well,
No,
the
I'm
railroad
talking
didn't even
about
take that long.
beginning
We
of
did the
campaign.
railroad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been almost a
But
year.
I think it's been about 2 years. Because
okay.
I think we started spring 500, and it's now summer 501.
So theoretically, they the party basically learned the word. Oh, excuse me, obscurati 2 years ago, and now they're here.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still.
Okay, like you learned there was a conspiracy, then you learned obscurati, and
a bunch of bad shit started happening, and it was all connected, and along the way, yes.
Okay. And the fact that they want, the fact that the planar gates exist is incredibly interesting. I want to know which one's in what one is in Tracker. I want to know what's in the Malice Lands. I want that.
Listen,
deeply.
you sure? I'm the wrong person.
How is the demon still there?
Also can't answer that for you. Hey, you remember how you come from a long line of wizards?
Yes. I think yes. I remember that.
So, yeah. So, in my dossier that I know you've definitely read since you got here.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying not. Yes.
Yeah. Did you see my grades from when I failed out of wizard school? Just say yes. Yeah, there you go.
Every question is a trick question.
No. You know
that was out of character.
You know how desperately I wanted that? But I suck at it, and that's okay. I'm good at other things.
Okay. How does a revolver? What is the spinny wheel? The spinny wheel.
So I give her a demonstration.
Yeah.
Your bullets go here.
Yeah.
Technically, I don't think they're bullets either. I think
we could segue out if we need to. And I feel like we should just say demon books come up and I can help.
Oh yeah.
I literally summoned a demon in the final fight.
I saw that. I would have brought it up. Hey, books, demons. I'm going down a rabbit hole. I may be shitty at magic, but I'm a real good learner. Except when it comes to magic.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Books.
I brought a library.
You brought a library?
Some demonology lessons.
I have a library. I brought
with you in a pocket, or like back home in Bear.
I have a lot of books with me, and I can take us to my house, which sits in the Anthrax.
Yeah.
Anthrax.
In the Anthrax Mountains.
Cool.
My tower has a library with many books, many of which is on demons, because that demon you said you saw shouldn't be here.
Cool.
It shouldn't be able to be here.
dragons aren't supposed to be here either.
Sure.
So.
Like, I'm really not joking, though, when I say she's been, like, the nicest being that we have encountered in pretty much this entire year and a half.
I'm actually looking at our like interaction with her, and she does directly insult each of us individually.
And
Yeah, but she only insulted us. She did not actively try to kill us.
She kept her word while we were under her power.
Yeah. Like, really, that's the thing. You can insult me all you want, but the second you lie to me, shit's done.
Yeah. Yeah. I can get you books, and
Cool.
I can get you what I know with more specific. If you have specific inquiries, I can get more specific books. Otherwise,
Awesome.
it's just intro material.
Man, I'm
no.
getting chills rereading what she said about you guys.
Oh yeah, it was great, Chris. You did a phenomenal job.
Don't worry, I have specific questions.
I will...
Don't worry, I will definitely will get you that A. I know you won't feel right until you get that A. I understand the B that I got in Conjuration. It cut deep.
If you would like help attempting to pursue that still and more, I will make time.
Awesome.
Let's...
What
does this do when I pull back the hammer?
Bang, 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 bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
Bang it out.
Chris, do I get an A?
Well, let's see.
What do you mean, let's see?
Let's see you roll an
Does
A.
he get it? Does he get advantage on his rolls because he took lessons
He does.
with me? Because I'm amazing.
Yeah, you're taking the 8 other action.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. That's pretty good.
24 and A?
Yep. You pass your shooting exam.
Yeah.
I got a free pass because they just let me shoot gusts of wind at stuff.
All right.
I knocked over every target with
We're
wind.
almost out of time here. Was there anything last minute anyone wanted to do?
I can save it for next week. Or next session, I should say.
Okay.
Because I feel like we had a couple more that needed to happen.
Yeah, because we still
Yeah,
need to
Born.
do the Axis Island scene, and we still and I want to go see Born.
Yeah.
How are you proposing to accomplish that?
Well, we had a rough idea of where he is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, you have an exact idea of where he is because Tinker somehow does. But you don't exactly have a way to get into the dreaming.
how did we get into the dreaming before? I thought we...
The king was able to extend the confluence.
Oh, no, that's how we sent him there the first time. No, it was... later on, I went and visited Born because
You were trapped there.
Yeah, you were trapped there.
I was trapped there for a little bit, but then later I went back to go visit him because what's his name was helping us. The King's Arcanist. What's his name?
Oh,
Fucking...
I know who you mean.
I know the face.
Harkover Lee.
Yeah.
Yes, Harkover Lee.
Yeah, that was all the same thing, I thought. There are not easy ways to just go into the dreaming.
I mean, Harkover Lee got us into the dreaming later because also because we had to go there to talk to the Fae, and part of our deal with the Fae was that Koku would continue to work with Born
Mm-hmm.
to try to keep him from rampaging, and Hark Over Lee was how we were getting into the dreaming.
Okay. I don't think there's a way for it to happen right now.
Okay.
If you were to make appointments with Hark Over Lee or the King, they would tell you that they don't have the ability to transport people right now.
Okay.
It has to be on certain, days, moon phases, planetary alignments.
And the next one's probably not for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can there are some news article reports coming out of Bear about footprints appearing in the ground, and creatures being upset and leaving the area. And there's even some gentleman adventure trackers who are like following the footsteps, kind of like
Cryptid,
cryptid hunter kind of people, that are following them in the real world.
Okay.
But there's not a way to get to him right now.
Gotcha. Is there anything? Are there? I'm trying to think if there's anything, that can be done. But I was trying to think because the train got shifted. I'm trying to remember what did that, and if the party has access to any of that might be.
That was the lantern.
Yeah.
Which you guys have schematics and I think a prototype of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I to a pet.
Right? Well, we think it can potentially go to a number of different planes, but I don't know if we can go to the dreaming.
That has not been explored.
That sounds.
I have a gift from the dreaming that maybe could be used. I don't know if it needs some sort of catalyst. Ilferi doesn't know the word catalyst, but James does. So.
I mean, yeah, the next step would be
starter thingy.
to talk to Ilferi and see if he knows a way in.
Cool.
Do you guys want to explore that next time, or do you want to try to?
Yeah, because it's already 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So next time, I'm hoping we can wrap up our side stuff and maybe the first half, and then have a break, and then come back and we'll do an intro for the next thing.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you all for joining us tonight. It started recording, but ended up not needing it, I hope.
Hopefully.
So I believe we'll be back next week, unless anything comes
We
up.
will not.
No, we can play next
We
week.
can play next week?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't want to go?
I'm tentative. I will let you guys know as soon as I can. My brother's birthday is next week.
All right. We'll follow us and check our Discord, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.